Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's Kenny as usual. Uh, I have a cold, and my throat is actually very bad. So I'm actually not going to shout as much. I'm just going to be very straight to the point with it and all that. Last week we talked about a few pairs. We talked about like 11 pairs last week. This week we have like six, and five of them are from last week's pair. So to understand this week's pairs, you have to go and watch last week's video very properly to so that you can understand these trades that we're about to take. Remember, AUSD posted on our Twitter. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter because we post live signals there, live. A lot of people joining us to milk this market. So last week was very dull. I'll not say dull, but let me explain. We took you AUDUSD last week. Remember, we said we're waiting for a pullback to this area of interest. Price pulled back, gave us a doji, and we entered the trade after we saw our entry signal after a while. I think that was on a Wednesday, yeah. So price went down towards our one up to got to a 1 to 3 weeks reward, and some people exited there. I didn't exit there. Price pulled back on me a bit because I'm still very confident in this trade in going to the downside, right? But due to my rules, I remember I have like few rules, like up to 17 of them. Comprising inside those rules comprises of something that makes me close my trades. I will not disclose that right now, but maybe later on as time goes on, you guys will catch on to what I'm talking about. While I'm waiting for AUSD to enter on the new week that's this new week right now. What I'm waiting for price to give me this pullback. When price gives us that pullback, we're going to have a pullback. We test this EMA, sorry. We test this EMA. This EMA will catch up with price. I will now see our entry here. If we don't see our entry there, we will not take a trade. But if we see our entry, we'll continue selling to the downside. Now, price can possibly do this, break through this. So we're not going to enter this trade without a confirmation. That is why we always wait for our confirmations to take trades. That's what if you want to understand that pair, that trade more, make sure you watch last week's video so that you can understand all these pairs better. AUDCAD. This is the next pair on our list. Remember, we have only a few pairs, so this video is going to be as short as possible. We had to talk about AUDCAD last week. Remember, we wanted to sell from this zone price, put back perfectly to the zone and rejected it, but I don't think price is done with this sell move, right? I don't think price is done. Also, remember we talked about a potential left head right shoulder on the daily time frame. This is a potential right shoulder, right? A potential right shoulder, keyword potential. So we're looking for confluences to sell off at this point, targeting somewhere here, if not lower than here. But this will be our TP1 definitely. So what is price currently doing right now? Price has had that pullback to the area of interest. Last week, price pulled back at first. Didn't give us an entry signal, so we can't break our rules and just enter right off the bat. So we waited and price pulled back. Funny enough, if you look at this whole price right now, what this whole shit price is doing here, move up, move down, move up, move down. Funny enough, price hasn't even shifted structure on the 4 hour time. The 4 hour time is still bearish. It's still very much bearish because this was the low, this was the last high, this was the lower low, and price hasn't broken under this lower low yet, and price hasn't broken above this high. So price is definitely on the 4 hour time frame still bearish. So we still have the weekly bearish, 4 hour bearish, daily bearish. All the time frames are in sync to keep selling. So what I'm waiting for on this price currently, I'm waiting for price to have this pullback into this point. But I really like this level. I will not do anything that is not under this level. It will honestly depend. If price pulls back to this point, yes, and gives her entry signal at the round psychological level 0.91500, then I will look for my entry to sell there. If price give me the entry signal somewhere here or under here, I'll definitely sell. But if you want to see how I take these trades, I do talk about them live. Don't forget to follow me on my Twitter at KennyFX, K3NNYFX. I do drop the signals when I enter the trade. I drop the immediately I enter. I show the before, the during, the after of the trade. The third pair we have on our list. Don't forget, if you want to understand them more better, go and watch the last week's video so that you will understand where the story started. AUSD, the bias has not changed. We still want to sell. We still have the beautiful left head, right shoulder. Price has pulled back to the area of interest two, and it's currently rejecting this area of interest. Remember, we have not changed these zones. We have not changed them since last week. It's still the same zone, same support and resistance zones. Now, price is currently rejecting the area of interest too, and we should be looking for entries to sell. So what is the plan right now? Are we waiting for price to have one kind of pullback, give me some kind of entry? But I would prefer to take trades under this zone because I like the way the price, entire price go here, price rejected up, price go here, rejected up, go here, rejected up, go here. And more to the left, entire price got to this point, price, we had a rejection, a beautiful rejection. This is a very nice level of support and resistance, even to the left. So I would want to trade above this one. I would love to trade under it. Yes, I would love to trade under it. So I'm going to wait for a pullback. I'm going to wait for price to mess around a bit, and that's why I'm looking to trade under this zone, and then my target will be all the way down there. GBPUSD on the daily time, it's still the same thing with last week. Remember, we have not left our beautiful left head, right shoulder. We have not left it. Price is currently having the pullback. This is the area of interest too that we marked up from last week. It hasn't changed. So price currently got to this point. We tested the EMA. We tested the EMA and gave a beautiful daily doji candlestick, showing that price is currently rejecting that point, right? Which is very nice, very interesting because it's also at around one psychological level 1.34500. Very, very beautiful level of support and resistance. You go down to the 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame is also bearish, which is nice. That's we have two time frames in sync. We have daily bearish, and we have two, sorry, daily bearish, 4 hour bearish, yes, and we have two daily doji. We have three, what else do we have? Retesting daily areas and a lot more. I think we'll be rising them up as we go, running them up as we go. So price has currently rejected, 4 hours gone bearish, as you all know how we mark up structure points and all that. 4 hour has gone bearish. So we are looking for a pullback to this one psychological level maybe, and we'll look for a kind of way to sell. But I'm very interested in GBPUSD. The second to the last pair, we're rounding up. The video is going to be as short as possible because we don't have a lot of pairs. GPAUD, we missed a very beautiful trade on GPAUD last week. Very beautiful. I think why I missed the trade was because I was so focused on AUDUSD that I wasn't paying attention to GBPAUD, and we analyzed it perfectly. If you watch last week's video, you see where we analyzed this trade very, very perfectly to the T. The exact same zone we marked up. Very beautiful. Why am I waiting for this week? What I'm waiting for this week, I'm waiting for a pullback to this same zone. We're not changing the zone. This zone is very, very beautiful. Then we pull back to this same zone to take the same trade again. The last pair, but not the least, this is the only pair that was not on there last week. We have USDCAD. I like USDCAD. I'm very interested in USDCAD in the counter trend trade. As the degenerate I am, right? On USDCAD, weekly is bullish. Don't forget to go to your own charts and look at this and replicate this so that you would actually see how I'm looking at it in real time. Don't forget to go to your chart and look at it. Weekly is bullish on USDCAD. The daily is bullish too, and the 4 hour is bullish. Basically, all the time frames are pointing to the upside. So me trying to sell is just me being that guy, But I like the way the daily is rejecting. I like the daily bearish engulfing candlestick. I really like the way it's looking. We want the 4 hour time frame. As usual, price creating higher highs and higher lows on the 4 hour time frame. Price, this was a low, higher low, higher high. So now price is currently doing this and currently consolidating around here. I like what was making me interested in this trade is that I like this consolidation here. I like that this can be a possible lower time frame support and resistance level. Yes, because we have resistance, enterprise was above it, we rejected, rejecting, and price struggling above it on the lower time frame. So this is going to be a very, very, should I call it a scalp trade? Yeah, I'll call it a scalp trade. I'm not calling it a day trade. Or a scalp or a day trade, whatever it you want to call it, but this is a risk I will take. Definitely, I'm going to take the trade when it comes up, when it comes to me. What I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for price to have the pullback, but it definitely has to come under this zone this level of support, this lower time frame support and resistance. Also going to be testing the psychological level 1.40500. I'm going to be looking for a pullback and then a beautiful rejection for me to execute this trade. Something like this, as I've drawn up, as I'm marked up here. So without further ado, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. The username is there. I'm going to put it on the screen. Follow us there so you can see how we show you guys the before, the during, the after of each and every one of these trades live. We drop the signals live. That is it. No long talk, only value. So don't. I'll see you guys on Twitter. See you guys on Twitter. Peace out.